Well, good morning and welcome. We will be your flight attendants this morning, so hey, get ready and hope you're prepared for takeoff. Now, we advise that the passengers fasten their seatbelts and, of course, be ready for quite a time.
We'll be flying at an altitude of excellence, and the weather looks pretty good right here and now this Monday morning. We won't be using any safety guides as it holds no bars.
Oh, of course, definitely. Now, we have light refreshments for everybody and delightful awesomeness and good old family entertainment. Now, we can promise you that the next 1 hour 45 minutes is pure premium television experience.
We're fully pumped and ready to take on a brand new week. We're halfway through the month of October already, and we're encouraged that you've been a part of it since the beginning of the month.
Now, one person who can't wait to be on the camera is Mike. I can see him, shuffling about. Mike, yes, welcome, Mike. Good to have you on.
Oh, God,
He looks so excited to take on the week.
Very excited.
How you guys doing? Good morning.
We are grand, man. We're good. How's your weekend?
Weekend was quite hectic, but it was a good weekend, and we get up on Monday. But you know how Mondays are.
Yeah, of course. Tell me about it, man.
Motivation, I know, but we'll try to make the best of it.
Yeah.
Well,
but that suit you're wearing is giving me life.
No, it's a good one.
Oh, yeah,
Really, I love it.
How much are you paying for this life?
Yeah, I think this is one of your colors, Mike. I think this is
Thank
for you.
Thank you.
You guys focus, Jerry. In any case, we are fully focused on achieving outstanding and remarkable things here this week with you guys as our pivot.
Yeah, Mondays are for motivation. Hopefully, we'll fill your cup with the right amount to lift your spirits.
For a minute there, I thought we were going to break into song, but
almost,
it's okay.
almost. I held back.
It's always a full package experience here waiting for you guys, and we deliver just what we promised. My name is Mazino Appeal.
And I'm Titila Oyinson. And that makes me the that's co-captain, right?
Co-captain.
Co-captain of this flight.
Yeah, you can call it
Not
that.
Not
Exactly.
vice captain, co-captain. But the hashtag Wake Up Nigeria on TVC will help you soar into our social media platforms. And hey, you'll have access to the best breakfast show on TV.
Now remember, you can watch us live from absolutely anywhere you might be. You need to download the app, however, on Google Play or on Apple iOS. And what else do you need to know?
Yeah, Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram are all alive at TVC Connect.
Now, let's let you guys know exactly what we have packaged for a Monday edition here on Wake Up Nigeria. Now, we're going to be joined by Mayowa Olabi, a financial market coach and also trainer. He is Africa's most sought-after financial coach, and he is also a serial entrepreneur and an alumni of the prestigious Lagos Business School. And he joins us to talk about, hey, so much that you are going to find interesting when it comes to finances. And for a hospitable experience, we are joined by a representative of the George's Residence, a quintessential, exclusive, luxurious home, away from home, if you want to call it out, offering contemporary style and also comfortable service departments in the heart of Lagos, by the way. Now we'll be finding out a whole lot and more about their little business.
That's actually something I'd like to invest in.
Hospitality.
Service departments, hospitality.
Okay.
I'd actually thought about taking a course in hospitality once. Airlines, restaurants, hotels.
Oh, is that the reason why we started a show like so today?
Yeah, well, possibly.
Can one be taught how to be hospitable?
I think you can be taught how to do anything.
Because I feel like it's something that maybe over time, from when you were a kid, how you were raised, because being hospitable is more than, I feel it's more than just a degree, or more than just a course, more than just a diploma, because it means that, okay, you actually have concern about how someone feels, how after they've paid for a particular service.
Yeah.
But it depends on the culture you're coming from. What's hospitable in some cultures might be different in other cultures.
Very interesting for you to say that, actually.
Yeah.
Did you know that in China, if you thought it was a good idea to offer an older person a watch, you would be seen as, it's an insult.
Wow.
You know what you're telling them?
Your time is up.
So exactly,
I can imagine.
Also has
Yeah.
a role to play.
So I just feel like if you have an affinity for being hospitable, then go into it. But I don't know. I'm not saying. I'm not trying to say anything. I'm just saying that I feel it's more an ingrown thing than maybe a learning thing.
It depends on how caring you can be at some time.
But I've seen people who are in that business who
That
are
are
totally different people outside of it.
So when they get into
where your money
business
is coming,
mode,
when you know how your money is coming, I think you'll adjust. You'll just have to. You
I
don't have
tried
a
the
choice.
flight attendant thing. I
Okay.
tried it. But man, once they said they were going to drop me out of a plane into
the water.
Lagoon for the test phase,
You
I was
signed
like,
up.
Nah, I'm not doing that.
A lot of them are plastic, should I say. You know, they just have this, okay.
True.
And maybe that's how they do to get themselves through, so they don't let anything go through, so that whatever they give you,
yeah,
just flat.
Well, in case you're looking for a sample of people who are different when they're outside and from when they're inside, I mean, take a look at Titi.
Oh, wow.
I'm joking. Titi's a fantastic person. What you see is what you get.
Amen.
It's a joke. It's a joke.
I don't know they try.
And you're welcome this morning for a Monday morning here on Wake Up Nigeria. My name is Mazino Peel. Let's do the news now. We begin with an allegation against the Nigerian Air Force, which the force is refuted. Now, the Air Force says its attention has been drawn to a news report circulating on some media platforms, alleging that it paid the sum of 20 million naira to armed bandits operating in Jibia local government area of Katsina State in exchange for an anti-aircraft gun allegedly seized by them. Now, in a statement signed by the Director of Public Relations and Information of the Nigerian Air Force, Air Commodore Edward Gaptwet, NFA, or rather the NAF, says the report claims the reason behind the alleged payment was to retrieve the anti-aircraft gun due to fear that it could be used against any aircraft operating within Katsina State. The Air Force says the report is totally false and should be disregarded. Now, the military arm says the false reportage, therefore, begs the question as to why the Nigerian Air Force would negotiate for a weapon allegedly seized and still carry out interdiction missions on the same bandits and their strongholds. The NAF describes the report as a deliberate ploy to further heighten the feeling of insecurity in Nigeria, to keep the people perpetually in fear and away from supporting security agencies. And now to some better news. In Zamfara State, where abducted Emir of Bungudu Emirate Hassan Attahiru has regained freedom from his captors after 31 days in captivity. TVC News gathered that the traditional ruler was released Saturday night in a forest in Kaduna State. The traditional ruler was abducted along Kaduna-Abuja Highway on the 14th of September when gunmen ambushed his vehicle and other commuters. Still talking about good news here, the twin daughters of the Awolobo of Aboyegunle in Ekiti State, or rather Ekiti local government area in Kwara State, have been rescued. They were rescued alongside the 3 workers of the king. According to a statement by the Police Public Relations Officer, Kwara State Command, Ajayi Akasami, the 5 were rescued unhurt. He disclosed that the kidnappers abducted them after a hot chase by the police, local hunters and also vigilantes, and that the rescued 5 have been medically certified okay and handed over to their families. The twin daughters of the monarch, their driver and palace workers were abducted along Osi Aboyegunle Road while returning from school on Thursday. And now in Ogun State, the Nigerian Army has confiscated 141 bags of rice, flour, 4 vehicles, and arrested 4 suspected smugglers and cultists. Operation Still Waters was launched on October 4 by the 81 Division of the Army to address insecurity during the festive periods in Lagos and Ogun States. And the military says the operation is beginning, or rather bringing out good results. The commander, 35 Artillery Brigade, Alamala, Brigadier General Abiodun Adekoya, disclosed this at the command while handing over the seized items to the Nigerian Customs Service, Ogun State Area 1 Command. He said operatives of the command intercepted the smuggled bags of rice at Itori in Iwekuru local government, while the cultists were arrested at Shagamu.
Before now, we've been synergizing with the lead agency, the customs, who are basically the lead agency for arrests of smugglers. So we have been supporting them directly before now. But in the course of this exercise, we are also taking lead in ensuring that these smuggling activities are stopped completely in Ogun State. And then if we do the seizures, we hand over to lead agencies.
And that's all we have for the news this morning.
Welcome back. Let's look at what's happening on the covers of the newspapers this morning. We're starting with the cover of The Nation. Today is Monday, October 18th, 2021. Major headline here, Secondos Anyao deepen PDP pre-convention crisis. Suspended chair won't withdraw case. Southeast chieftains reject governor's candidate for secretary. It also says here, Buhari's wife seeks action against cancer. Page 8 has more on that. I'm not seeking funds for treatment, says Igboho. And it also says here, Nigerian equities make a 310 billion naira gain in global rally. Congress is not conducted by accredited officials, null and void, says APC. Akeredolu to probe Congress. No other Congress outside Oshogbo Stadium. And why Oyo APC Congress collapsed? Right at the top of the page here, Minister, Railway paying back loans. Government targets 6,000-kilometer lines. Kogi government to EFCC disclosed custodian of missing cash. Meanwhile, MTN blames outage on 3G, 4G technical error. And finally, NNPC accountable, transparent, says Kyari. That's what we have on the cover of The Nation. We also have the Guardian newspaper here. It says here, ghosts of NSARS haunt federal government's policies on power and petrol subsidies. LCCI losses at about 700 billion. Economists say over 1 trillion naira lost to mayhem. Insurers settle 5.4 billion naira to hashtag NSARS claims. And private sector government yet to recover from hashtag NSARS, says LCCI boss. Page 2 has more on that. And yeah, just final story here. It says Anglican bishops back South governors, warn open grazing will cause food shortage. Ex-servicemen experts urge police to enforce anti-open grazing law. And that's what we have on the cover of The Guardian. And that's all we have time for on the headlines in the Daily.
Alrighty then, welcome, and it is time for What's Up and About for a Monday. First of all, let's everybody congratulate Mike because Mike was in church on Sunday. He broke the threshold. God gave him a small portal, so he was able to pass through.
I'm telling you.
Me and you,
somehow
we gotta accept this guy. And this is not for TV. This is no joke. Like, I'll have this conversation with Titi. We'll have this.
we'll plan it.
Listen,
We gotta plan this guy.
Your lives are very,
We'll
very
get to
interesting.
it.
People
We'll
need
get
to
to
learn about your lives.
No,
and
we're
things like
not.
that.
We gotta plan you.
In any
but
case. Yeah,
But
congratulations.
Thank you.
So how did it feel though? So a lot of people, there are a lot of people that don't go to the building, but they have their church in their home.
You know,
There are a lot of people that.
Incidentally, someone put up something just very fast. I think it was on Saturday. Someone said, okay, I think it was on Sunday. Said, why did you go to church? Which was like, and then seeing the responses, I was like, I am church. And wherever I go is church.
Yes.
So I guess in your case, that is it as well.
The truth is, during the pandemic, everyone was at home and,
Everybody
and
was
we went
church.
online. Yeah, and the home became church. You build your internal congregation. You know?
Okay.
Fact.
All right, so very interesting topic from last week. I want us to continue from where we stopped on Friday when we were on the couch. We're actually talking about this hashtag, which seems to have started from Civi's
You mean
hashtag.
that topic where it was
one-
2 against 1?
No, it wasn't 2 against 1. It was 2 of us and 2 of you.
Oh,
then, if you
okay.
remember.
All right.
Was I against you or anything?
No, I'm just saying.
In any case, we're
Technically-
talking about that hashtag where it was nobody like women.
Yeah.
But in this case, Mike brought up the fact that there's also a hashtag for men, nobody like men. And it made me also go on social media and check out some of the issues men are talking about when it comes to them being stereotyped, them being misrepresented, them being spoken to in ways that they don't like. A sample here from Olakunle Rufai here says, I'm not in your league. Can you take care of me? Yeah, does it resonate? Not with you, of course, but it does with you.
That's for ladies, yeah?
No, for
No,
men.
so
Nobody
the
like
men,
us.
the
Yeah.
women tell the men.
Yeah, that's what they tell us now.
Yeah.
Listen to
Have
this
you
one.
heard that before?
We heard that.
You've
a lot.
heard it before.
Now listen
So
to
you
this
know
one.
it.
Oh, hang on.
Okay,
Listen to this
go
one.
ahead, go
Don't
ahead.
text me if you can't send me money. There's another one. You must have a car and an apartment before you can date me.
Okay.
Normal.
Those are just some of the things that, men, but you were going to say,
You know
Mike.
the thing about class also, it's not
Okay.
only financial. So there's also maybe intellectual, psychological, or educational class. So maybe she's probably a PhD holder. And then you're thinking about it. Would I get married to somebody who's not even, maybe who doesn't even have a first degree, or who has just a first degree? You know, that comes up, apart from the financial class. Then there's also the societal class.
Yeah.
When it comes to family name. You know, does your family have this standing?
Yeah, exactly.
Can your name open doors the way my name can? Are you going to leverage on my name?
Are you on that level?
Joke
Are you on
like,
that level where I can marry up to?
exactly. You know, but really,
But you know, there's so many angles to take this from. First of all, the women were coming out to say, you know, there are some things that make them feel hurt and slighted. They make you feel like they've not done enough work. But most of the time, when men are being accused of some of these things, the truth is they actually have not done enough work.
Oh, no, Titi.
They have not, most of the time, they have not done enough work.
I don't want to seem combative, especially
so
because
I want to
it's
say
just
it. I
you
want to
here.
say it. I want to say it because what the things you talked about just now.
Okay.
You just talked about cars, material things. Really? Cars,
do we have a
jobs,
little mic?
social status.
not everybody starts on
Really?
the same level.
Of course. So
Not
it depends.
everybody-
If, for instance, you have a woman who has given you that kind of, just know that the woman is not for you and move on. Really.
Okay, well,
But,
Titi,
but
here's
on the
what I
other
think.
hand,
What
on the
I'm
other
trying
hand,
to say
you
here,
can't
Titi, is
move on if your in-laws are asking you, where is the boy?
This is what
Do you understand?
I
You can't move on from that.
Listen, it is the same thing. These are pressures that you go through. We also go through these pressures as well.
Yeah,
but
we
that
do.
ladies always seem to think that your pressures are don't amount to what we go
What
through.
we go
is
through.
what I'm saying might not be. For me,
So
it's
I
not
understand-
acceptable.
There's something I might understand about ladies when it comes to, especially when some spoke about their bodies, when it came to their cycles and all of that that they go through, which we can never understand. And I think I remember, I think it was Alabama or somewhere, I'm very sorry if that's not the place, but where legislation was being made about the cycles, the menstrual cycles,
Yes.
and men were having to sit on that. And, you know, the debate was, why? What does a man know about a woman's
cycles.
body? You know, let's not go into all the whole transgender thing. But then, we're trying to say that, yes, we understand that one. But look, you cannot downplay someone else's reality or truth.
Okay.
That's
I would
where-
never
that's
advocate
what
for
I'm
us to
saying.
downplay anyone's, you know. But I'm just saying there are some cases where, okay, let me give you an example. I was
We like
working in an
examples.
organization where they told me that I couldn't be promoted because I lived on the mainland. Then the next thing I heard was I couldn't be promoted because I was pregnant. The next thing I heard was I just had children. They can't promote me now. Do you understand? There were just so many things.
Did you finally get promoted?
I left. I left.
Okay.
I
She wouldn't be
left.
here.
The truth is, I left. There's some things that women just cannot explain. There's some offices that when you go in, you're wondering whether you should loosen a button in front of your dress to get attention. There's some places where you're wondering if what you're about to say is going to resonate with this person. And the challenge is, it's not even just with men. For instance, if I'm going for a job interview and it's a woman, sadly, there are some women that you're wondering, wow, if you look too pretty or you look better than how the
to your
woman looks,
disadvantage.
it's to your disadvantage. There's just so
be
many
truthful.
challenges
Okay,
women
you know
are
what?
going through.
So apparently
You
women
guys
go
could
through
go in-
challenges from both
Yes.
genders.
Both
Let me
genders.
tell you, it is mostly okay. It's unique. Men have their unique own that they give to women, but women on women, man,
They've got
you
a
don't want to try
different
that thing.
set.
I would say that yes, I would agree with you on that one. That look, what a woman goes through, man. Sometimes, in fact, most times we cannot come near it because man. Like you said, when you're coming from both sides, like you said, you get into somewhere, you don't know how. So maybe you just go for that time and tell her, Madam, should I take everything off or should I put on a hijab
I've
or
actually
whatever?
gone for
I
an
get
interview
you
where I
you're
had to
saying that.
reduce the amount of makeup on my face. I
Yeah,
went to the bathroom
definitely.
and cleaned my face because the
Definitely.
woman that I was going to see,
Yeah.
honestly, she had already given me that look of...
You needed a tinge of fugly, and that's
it wasn't an issue of fugly. It was just an issue of, hey, this woman wasn't going to take me seriously.
So Simi was doing this. She released a
Yes,
video.
released
Yeah.
I've not really seen that. Is it
I
is it
haven't
an
seen the
album?
video.
It's a song.
myself.
It's a song.
Yeah,
Yes.
video, and
Yes.
it started woman. You know, I love when women are being celebrated, and in some aspects, I am feminist because you know. Although that term has a number of meanings to different people's, yeah. But then I can understand where women would want, because look, man, what women go through. Someone was telling me something. I was going through a friend's story, you know, and then she was talking about her experience in the hospital with. I don't know if she went there because she was pregnant, but she said she was talking to a woman who, so there was this particular woman who came in with. She was about to give birth to triplets. Wow. But because there was not enough money, she had already given birth to one at home. And then they encountered some form of, complications. And then she had to be rushed to the hospital to try and get the remaining two. You know what happened?
What?
All 3 passed on, and the woman
dear.
also.
Oh, no.
So she stayed there for about 7 days. It was, she said what she said was not enough. You know, women were just dropping like flies. Our mortality rate is one of the highest around the world. We need to do something.
That is very sad.
We need to do something. Our mortality rate.
That should be another
Child
topic.
Just give me shivers.
Hey,
Just give me shivers.
Tell us what you think, people. It's
Pregnant
about
mortality, I
yeah,
think,
exactly. Everything that we've touched on today. If you want to touch on that, you want to use the hashtag #WakeUpNigeria on TVC. Would like to read from you guys. We'll be back. Welcome, guys. And on Motivation today, we are joined by Mayowa Owolabi, a financial market coach and also trainer. Now, he is Africa's most sought-after financial coach, and he is also a serial entrepreneur and an alumni of the prestigious Lagos Business School. And today, we will be talking about a very important topic titled Creating Wealth in a Tough Economy. You're welcome, Mayowa. Good to have you here.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yes, man, this topic I've always wanted to touch on because, yes, times are hard.
Times are hard.
It is difficult, and no matter what little other thing that you're doing, even if you have a main job, it's even more difficult now since after the pandemic, since after the economic, well, kind of like depression and all of that. So, yes, being an expert, how can we make extra pay? Motivate us.
Okay, so I think the first thing is people need to change their mindset. Everything is about mindset. Everything starts with mindset. You have to have a positive mindset. Because if you don't prepare your mind, you will not be able to get that goal. And you all know that when it comes to wealth creation, when it comes to plan B, when it comes to getting more income, you need to have a prepared mind.
Okay.
Now, number one, once that is sorted, you need to have people who inspire you a lot. Like, for example, when I was coming to the studio this morning, I've spent quality time listening to people who inspired me.
Okay.
So today, I'm already fit to put on the activity that will put in some cash flow into my pocket. So once that is done, my mind is ready. My mind is ready for the activity. Then I can now ask myself, what exactly do I want to achieve today? So I have one of the main challenge for people is that they ignore the part of selling. So no matter the level you are, you must be comfortable with selling. In this hard time, people still make good money. So how do they make good money? They sell. An average person who works somewhere or is working for someone who is a product creator who does not sell will not make money. What is the whole explanation of money? Money is just exchange of value. So it means that for me to have more income, I must exchange something to get money. So either I'm exchanging my time, or I've created a product, or I have something, or I have a service I'm rendering, that will then bring in money. So if I have all of that...
We're all traders. We're all trying to sell something.
Fantastic.
No matter what, we just have to be able to. It's knowing how to sell that is the big deal now. So how do I sell, regardless of whatever it is?
Number one, you need to create a list. I have 200 people on my mobile phone. Can I call all these people to introduce what I sell to them? For example, in my office, I make sure we call minimum 25 to 50 people every day. Not because we feel like calling, but it is the process. So we could have cold calling, we could have online marketing, we could have several other channels, but there must be an activity to sell something. So if you're not selling anything, then you cannot, because the tough time we're talking about produces tough people, produce more strong people. So what are these people doing? They have to be able to sell something, and at most, be able to sell yourself.
But exactly, and that's where I'm going. Identifying exactly what it is that you can sell to make extra pay is actually a problem that most people face. Because, and I take this down to our parents for not allowing us explore our abilities when we were younger. It could be music, it could be art, it could be this and that. They just wanted us to go to school, come out with a degree, and then start a job and stuff like that. So you find out that we're limited in our expertise, so what we can do outside of that linear job that we do.
That's right.
So how do I identify what I could sell is the big question for most people.
Okay, so I would place this in 3 more ways. Number one, there must be something you have in you that you can sell.
A talent?
A talent, a skill that you have learned somewhere. There must be a way you can package it. Like I have what is called the 10 models for every entrepreneur. For whatsoever you have as a talent, you should be able to write about it.
Fine, Maiwa. Now that we've identified that, let's go back again and say, what if I don't have a talent, or I have not identified a talent, and I do not have a skill because there are these people? Now what do I do?
Number 2, I leverage on someone who has the talent.
Good.
I need to meet someone who has something to sell. So, for example, I'm not into real estate, but I have a friend who is into real estate and has some properties for sale. I have a WhatsApp status that is always blank. I need to get pictures of those real estate properties. I need to put it on my WhatsApp status. I need to be aggressive with my introduction on Facebook that I am now into real estate. I need to share the educational benefit of real estate.
Okay.
So what is my friend, or what does a friend have around me that I can leverage on? Or what does my uncle sell that
what
I
is
can
my
leverage
network
on?
generally?
Fantastic.
What can I
leverage
network?
on? Because it's not a must that we create. Everybody do not need to create, but people can leverage. So I can leverage on somebody who has created a system, and all I need to do is to introduce that brand to my network. Because my network are actually my tribe, and I can only make money from my tribe. And if I don't push anything to them, they will look for people somewhere else to buy from. So if I have the understanding that it's not a must I create, I could leverage on somebody's product and I can make commission, then I'm good to go. Now, the third part is that, I can also create a plan to do what? To partner with people. Oh, your strength is this. Oh, my strength, I'm not good at sales, but you are good at sales, so we could create something together. While you mount the chief marketing officer, I mount maybe the chief operating officer, because my strength is not in sales. My strength is in organizing, putting stuff together, making processes work. So I can come together with a friend and can put that together. You must fit into these 3. For you
So
to
identify a talent or a skill,
Fantastic.
leverage on your network. Also note that you must be able to sell or get that selling skill
Any of
up.
these 2.
And the third one was partnership.
You are not partnership.
Wow, that's very interesting.
Very important.
Now, but there are people who are still despondent as to, there is absolutely nothing I can do, even with all the samples that you've given that this is what you have to do. How do you motivate those people to, first of all, come to the right frame of mind to noting that I do have these materials or these people around me?
Okay, what helped me personally was that I went after mentorship.
Mentorship.
I sat down and I said, who do I like the position this person is holding?
What were you doing at the time when you made this decision?
Okay, for example, at that time I just resigned from the bank.
Oh, okay.
So when I resigned from the bank, I was in my house for a year.
Oh, wow.
Like out of money, out of influence.
See, I'm trying to humanize you so people don't think that you started from here. It's why I'm trying to let people know that, yes, so you had that moment as well and it's worked for you.
Fantastic. Like when I resigned from the bank, I didn't have a proper plan. I didn't have a mentor to direct me. Now I was in my house for 1 year. My wife was pregnant. I needed to hustle, but there was no plan. I didn't understand the framework. But I understand something, that everyone who becomes successful through my study has somebody to look up to. So you see people talk about, when I met this person, he told me this, and I did this, and I became wealthy. So who am I looking up to? So I had to identify those 3 people. So till date, I keep listening to these people. Till date, they've been able to model my life. And when I got a contact with this person, he told me, Maiwa, you need to spend 6-month internship. I said, geez, I just resigned from the work.
On top my 1 year.
On top my 1 year. So I was serving 6-month internship, not paid, and I had a wife in the house. But every day when I get home, I talk to my wife. I say, baby, it's just for this while. It's just for a while. It's just for a while. And thank God for the wife I married. She was so supportive about understanding about that part. But I gave it my time. And every time I get to work, while I was serving this person, I needed to take in. I observed what he was doing. Every single day, he has mandated everyone in the office to sell something. So I was in the tech department. I don't have business with selling, but I knew that what makes this man an entrepreneur is because he's selling something.
Yeah.
So I put in the activity and I jotted that down. So when I launched my brand from my sitting room, it didn't take me 6 months to be in my office.
Nice. Wow.
But I had to clone his model. So the question is, who are you cloning?
You see, Maiwa, these are the stories we need to hear more, the real story behind the persons or the people that we see who are motivators. Because sometimes when motivators tell you to do stuff, it's like people are like, oh, man, that sounds like a tall order. But they don't know the origin. They don't see that origin. And I think sometimes if you can always let people see the origin of your story, my story, your story out there, that people can get a better understanding of how they can make that mechanism work for them as a person.
Very important, because at that stage in my life, I was eating once a day.
Once a day, a big man like you.
And I was trekking. I was trekking because there was no inflow.
Wow.
But I knew that I needed to learn his pattern. So the question is, what pattern am I following? Right now, the most amazing one is the digital space right now. What pattern can I clone when it comes to the digital space? You know, we are drop shipping. You could go to a store, you could take a picture, and you are not the owner. You take the picture, you put it on your IG, you put it on your WhatsApp, the person calls for it. You call the store go drop it. And you don't need to go pick it up.
Listen, man, talking about wealth creation, there's so much you can do. And I don't think we can exhaust it. I'm hoping that the next time you come, we can hopefully maybe even continue this conversation. Yeah. But thank you for the expose into your life. Yeah. I think that's very enjoyable, and I believe that you've learned a lot from it out there. So please do follow Mayowa on his social handles, which we have displayed on the television set. And he'll be here again, of course, definitely. We can't do without him for motivation. Thank you very much. Do stay tuned. We'll take a break now for Wake Up Nigeria, and we'll be right back.
Hello and welcome. Now, this is the numero uno breakfast show in Nigeria, and it's called Wake Up Nigeria. We hope the journey has been a nice thrill so far.
I'm sure it has. Hey, now we have 45 minutes left still to come here, and we choose to waste no time about it. None of your viewing pleasure time is going to be wasted, because we have what you might want to call top priority content for you on the show here today.
Just a quick reminder, we will be landing shortly. Just to say that you should sit tight and enjoy the ride.
Yeah, we expect that at the end of this, all you'll be left with would be great memories and also a very valuable experience.
My name is Titilayo Onyinson.
And of course, my name is Mazino Appeal.
Remember, you can use our hashtag Wake Up Nigeria on TVC across all social media platforms to be a part of the best breakfast show on Nigerian TV.
And of course, remember that you can also watch us live from anywhere you might be. All you need to do is download the app on iOS or on Google Play Store. We implore you guys to do that. We also want you guys to follow us on social media. The handles are the same at TVC Connect on Facebook, TikTok, and on Instagram.
Yes, indeed. Now, for what we have lined up for you, we're definitely going to be taking a trip back in time with our time machine.
Yeah.
Now, we're going to be taking a look at the most significant things in history.
Yeah.
But before then, Mike has the chef getting set for a delicious meal.
Hey, Chef Isaac, how you doing, man?
Thank you.
Oh, okay, there's a wonderful spread here, and I love what I see. I can see an avocado here. I can see that's lemon or lime. Okay, both of them, they do almost the same thing, so they can go for each other. I can see croissant. Croissant. I love the French, eh? And then what's this? This is a cucumber. Titi taught me how to pronounce this one quite well. As a cucumber.
Wow.
Okay, I got that one. And this is onions, and then we have onions. We have cheese there.
Yes,
Is that cheese?
You have cheese, you have butter.
Cheese and butter. Oh, wow. And what do we have here?
These are mayo dressing.
Mayo dressing. This egg. And this is
rockets and coriander.
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. You know, what are we doing? What are we doing?
Okay, we're doing the croissant and avocado sandwich. Yeah,
Croissant and avocado sandwich. You know, Titi, when you mentioned something about numero uno, you know what came into my mind? Bazino, this song jumped into my head. I am number one. You remember that song?
Yeah.
Bazino.
Number one.
You know that song?
No.
What does it take to be number one? Two is not a winner. Three, nobody remembers.
Sounds like something off of Sesame Street.
No! Come on!
All your years on radio, Mazino, remove it from your CV. All your years on radio. For you not to know this song, Mazino.
That was Nelly now. Nelly, right?
Yeah, that's Nelly now.
Nelly.
Really?
Come on.
I would like
Take
to
off
remind
your
you
radio
guys,
from your CV, Mazino.
it was a very niche radio station, so you gotta don't do that stuff.
Yeah. But we are number one right here on Wake Up Nigeria. Just had to add that one in there.
You guys are planning me.
There's
What?
something
We are going to make sure that every CV he sends from now on, we're going to wipe out. How many years was he in radio? What, 25 years?
Come
Waste of time. How can you not know that song?
Listen.
Okay, so
Titi,
I was about to defend him, but I have to pull back because I don't know if he would defend me in the same case.
With what he has done, even till this morning.
You didn't listen to Nelly?
No, I love Nelly. I love Nelly. Furtado, yeah?
No!
No! We'll replace that. We'll replace it with Big Lane. We'll replace all that radio experience.
He used to have a white...
I know who Nelly is.
Of course he knows.
I know who Nelly is. Don't get me wrong, but hey, sometimes some songs just skip your mind, or the person who's trying to tell you about them isn't singing it right now. I think it's the latter.
He threw it back to you now.
This one just came to you straight up. Did you just get it?
Yes, I
remember
got
that
it.
song. I mean, Nelly was the bomb. I know he had some hits.
He's still alive.
Yeah.
Okay.
In terms of his career,
in his heyday,
pastor,
in his heyday, Nelly, he had some very. There's this other.
Right now.
That dude had some very nice songs.
So don't get me wrong, I know Nelly from St. Lunatics up until after he went solo. I would like to defend my radio history. Some of his greatest hits would include...
what?
There are a couple of them.
Really?
He also has a great acting career as well.
If you want to go and take a ride with me. Come on now.
Oh, I remember that one.
That was the man.
Wow.
In any case, yeah, let's do that.
What just happened?
Nostalgia.
So, this weekend, it was quite small, but it's been a while. Somebody asked me for my account number.
Oh, wow. How much you get?
It was small. Don't worry about it. It was
Someone
just something
just
for few.
There is that euphoria.
Yes.
That euphoria.
That's when I realized that it's been very long.
Yeah.
Somebody even asked me for my account number.
Wow.
Just out of the blues.
To dash you money.
Just out of the blues.
What did you do for the person?
It was just, you don't have to do anything. Like I said, it was just maybe something for a recharge card or something, but it was quite cool. Just
wow, she must have been really satisfied.
So that's how, that feeling of euphoria is what a lot of people like to feel on a regular.
On a regular,
Yeah, so that's the reason why a lot of people just find it hard to work hard. They prefer to ask people online.
So you guys, what
Baba,
we're
do
gonna
give away, really?
Listen, yeah, don't underestimate the rain from last night. It was very persistent, although it was just little trickles, but it's resulted in plenty of people coming or going to work late. Welcome, second hour here for Wake Up Nigeria. Let's do the news once again. My name is Mazino Appeal. Now, it's good news in Zamfara State, where abducted emir of Bangudu Emirate, Hassan Atahiru, earlier regained his freedom from his captors after 31 days in captivity. Now, TVC News gathered that the traditional ruler was released on Saturday night in a forest in Kaduna State. The traditional ruler was abducted alongside Kaduna-Abuja, or rather along the Kaduna-Abuja highway on the 14th of September when gunmen ambushed his vehicle and other commuters. Now, still on happy news here, the twin daughters of the Awolowo of Oyejegunle in Ekiti State, rather Ekiti local government area of Kwara State, have been rescued. Now, they were rescued alongside the 3 workers of the king. According to a statement by the police public relations officer, Kwara State Command, Ajayi Akasami, the 5 were rescued unhurt. He disclosed that the kidnappers abandoned them after a hot chase by the police, local hunters and also vigilantes, and that the rescued 5 have been medically certified and they are okay and have been handed over to their families. The twin daughters of the monarch, their driver and palace workers were abducted along Osi Obayewunle Road while returning from school on Thursday. And in Ogun State, the Nigerian army has confiscated 141 bags of rice, 4 vehicles, and also arrested 4 suspected smugglers and cultists. Operation Stillwaters was launched on October 4 by the 81 Division of Nigeria Army to address insecurity during the festive periods in Lagos and Ogun states. And the military says the operation is bringing out good results. The commander, 35 Artillery Brigadier Alamala, Brigadier General Abiodun Adekoya, disclosed this at the command while handing over the seized items to the Nigerian Customs Service, Ogun Area 1 Command. He said operators of the command intercepted the smuggled bags of rice at Itori in Ewekoro local government, while the cultists were arrested at Shagamu.
Before now, we've been synergizing with the lead agency, the customs, who are basically the lead agency for arrests of smugglers. So we have been supporting them directly before now. But in the course of this exercise, we are also taking lead in ensuring that these smuggling activities are stopped completely in Ogun State. And then if we do decisions, we hand over to lead agency.
And that's all for the news this hour.
Well, we are here, and Chef Isaac is about to make some wonderful delicacy. Once again, what are we doing for those who are not here?
Okay, we're doing croissant and avocado sandwich.
Croissant, croissant, and avocado sandwich, okay? And let's look at our ingredients again. Let's go over our ingredients once again.
Okay, great. So these are the bread, the croissant bread.
Okay, which we have already...
the toast on the fry pan.
A little bit of a toast on fry pan.
So these are mayo dressing.
Yeah, that's our mayo dressing,
These are Parmesan cheese.
Parmesan cheese.
Yeah, we have the rockets, the coriander.
Okay.
Yes. This is my avocado.
Did we mix anything?
Yeah, of course.
What do we put in it?
I chopped some coriander.
Okay.
And then a little bit of pepper and salt.
Okay, pepper and salt is already inside here.
Exactly.
All right, wonderful. And
So
what do we have here?
Onions.
Okay.
Cucumber.
Cucumber, and then of course...
these are lemon.
Lemon.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. And then we also have eggs here,
Yeah,
right?
exactly, yes. Making a scrambled egg.
Okay, scrambled eggs. Wonderful. And then what is
These
this?
are full milk.
Full milk.
Yeah.
What? This guy, the way you do your stuff, man, you amaze me. Okay, let's get to it. Let's get to it.
So right away, let's start making our scrambled egg.
Okay,
So
wonderful.
just need
All right. Now, if you were bamboozled by Chef Isaac's, his walkthrough on his ingredients, that's it on your screen now, right now. Egg, milk, salt, onions, lemon, salted butter, black pepper, ripe avocado, rocket leaves, mayo dressing, cherry tomato, croissant bread, Parmesan cheese, which has been grated, and you can take a screenshot or something to use later for yourself if you want to do something close to what we are doing today, okay? But yeah, there you have it. This is the main ingredient. Then we're taking our eggs. How many eggs do you want to use for this one?
I'll just use, because I'm doing 2 portions.
Okay.
So I'll be making about 5, 6.
5, eh?
Yeah.
For 2 portions, eh?
Exactly.
Okay. Mazino and Titi don't take eggs. I'm very sure of that. I'm very sure they are fit farm. They don't. All they do is just herbs, grass, and they don't take it. So they are not going to come near this place. Yeah. Okay. All right. But let's see. This is quite healthy because I know how much avocado. It's been a while. I remember I used to love avocado so very much. Now you reminded me. I'll go look for avocado today.
Okay.
Great. But then we have avocado with this. If we didn't use avocado, what else could we have used? Is there any ingredient here that we can substitute in case we don't have that ingredient?
Of course,
what here can we substitute?
Like almost everything here can be substituted.
Okay.
Yeah, great. Just like the avocado. If you decide not to use avocado, you can use your bacon.
Okay.
Yes, so you can use bacon or chicken or whatever.
Okay.
Then these are rocket leaf. Rocket leaf, most time I think it's quite not easy to get. So basically, you can use your lettuce or use your greens.
Okay.
Yeah, and then this bread, you can actually use the buckets. Or you can
you use agege bread for this one?
Basically, like, no, it's your choice, actually. Yeah,
but you can use agege bread if you want to.
Yeah, as far as you slice it very flat, and then everything can go in
you go slice up.
Yes,
you go slice up.
So for the mayo dressing, you can use your bama. You can use your mayonnaise, actually. So for the milk, you can decide to use you can say no to use milk at all.
All right. Okay. Chef Isaac is hard at work. I love that thing.
Okay.
Flip them well. We mixed the egg with. I wasn't expecting this, man. We mixed the egg with the milk. Okay. Why did we do that?
Yeah, we're making scrambled egg.
Okay.
So when making scrambled egg, you need milk in there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, exactly.
I didn't know that.
Yes,
I know.
Make it very much.
Okay.
It had a very nice taste, and I believe
this onions is for the egg, eh?
No, for the bread.
For the bread,
I'm just trying to branch a little bit.
Okay. Exactly. All right.
So
That's it.
So basically, after this, now we start making our scrambled egg.
Okay, and then you grated your cheese a bit, right?
Yeah, exactly. You know, earlier on you were asking if you can substitute anything, but on this egg, actually, a lot of people prefer to use the sunny side egg. Okay. And some can decide to use the poached egg.
Sunny side would mean you don't mix it, right?
You don't need to mix it. You just break it into the oil.
Into the
and
oil.
Make sure the yolk is showing, you know.
Okay.
And then the red yolk is actually very obvious.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Okay.
So right away.
All right.
So
if you're just joining us, we are putting together croissant avocado sandwich. Or croissant avocado sandwich.
Whichever way you want to put it.
You want to put it. And that on your screen there are the ingredients we're using for all of this. We have egg, milk, salt, onions, lemon, salted butter, black pepper, ripe avocado, rocket leaves, mayo dressing, cherry tomato, croissant bread, and our Parmesan cheese, which we just grated right here. And of course, so we also have the butter, which is I love the way that is coming out now. Ooh. Thank God some people don't take eggs. Wonderful, wonderful. It's like this is at a very low temperature.
Exactly.
You don't have to put it very high. You don't have to make it high. And your oil was quite very little.
Exactly.
Wonderful, 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 wonderful. This will make for a wonderful meal. Okay. And then, of course, he mentioned that the croissant bread is what you use, but if you want to substitute, you can do gege bread is always it too. But you have to find a way to cut it.
Exactly.
Now, original gege bread, you don't, okay, yeah, you drag it, you know. It's going to be hard to use your knife through that one.
Exactly.
But, hey, you can do all of this one, okay? And then, of course, we have to go through this one until the egg comes out. Exactly. Wonderful. I like how all of this is going, and I'm looking forward to how it looks at the end of all of this. Chef Isaac, with our croissant avocado sandwich. We'll just take this time up now, and we'll come for the final act of the show. This week,
You're the only one who wrapping up.
to play Fela. With this week in history, it's not
by the
Fela
way,
too.
I was all about Afrobeat, not Afrobeat.
Fela,
I was all about
Felabration. When you do
Afrobeat.
a Felabration, who's Eminem when there's Fela?
Really?
Okay.
So this guy has an Oscar as well.
Okay.
I was going to say that. He has an Academy Award for a movie soundtrack.
Chef Isaac, eat up, dude.
It's okay, it's okay.
Oh, you don't eat it?
It's okay.
Today.
What?
I don't know it.
What?
Chef Isaac, don't need to tell anybody what we have done. Let me know you just kite and go. If you've not watched the program, season 9, I want to know what we have done.
I must say, it looks very, very delicious,
What do we do?
guys.
At least a croissant. Avocado sandwich.
An avocado sandwich.
Yes.
All right. There's egg inside. There's croissant. There's grass.
Wow, my
And whatever.
Parsley.
Pronounce croissant.
The coriander.
Croissant.
Eh?
Croissant.
You want to do that if you too know?
It is croissant.
Imagine you pronounce it.
Yeah.
Croissant.
Croissant.
Yeah.
Chef.
See, you just give a letter, it's there.
He's holding
it's
the
not
food
much
back
better-
for a reason. You know you're...
If you do anything, you don't eat this food.
Oh my God. All right, let me have a taste. Please make sure this shot is tasteful. Let's see. All right, so let's see. You know, it's not easy to put tasty food like this in your mouth.
Eat it, kitty. Uh-huh. Oops, there it goes. Nice. Okay, fantastic there. Nice work, Chef Isaac. Nice work,
It's
Mike.
amazing.
And nice work to everybody on the show here today. It's been one great Monday. We
10
hope that we
over
have
10
set your
over 10.
week.
Bye-bye.
All right. Thank you guys for a Tuesday edition. Join us here tomorrow. It's going to be fantastic. We promise to deliver on time as well. Thank you very much, everybody. Catch
This
you
is the
guys
guy right there.
tomorrow. Bye-bye, Titi.